We all experience it, that sharp, quiet sting of being disrespected. A look, a tone, a dismissal, sometimes loud, sometimes subtle, but always corrosive. And while most people respond emotionally, they yell, defend, or retreat, Machiavelli would do none of these things. Because to Machiavelli, disrespect was not just a social insult. It was a move in a larger game, a signal, a test, a trap. And if you respond wrong, you lose more than dignity. You lose power. Machiavelli understood human nature not as it should be, but as it is. In his world, respect wasn't about fairness. It was about perception. And when that perception shifts, when someone feels they can treat you as lesser, they've already started to rewrite the story of who you are. So what do you do when someone disrespects you? You don't react. You reposition. Machiavelli warned against emotional retaliation. Because when you react from wounded pride, you show your weakness. And the moment you show that someone else can control your emotions, they know they can control you. He wrote, "It is much safer to be feared than loved when one of the two must be lacking." Disrespect is not solved by demanding respect. It's solved by becoming someone they can't afford to disrespect. That means you don't argue. You don't beg. You don't explain. You shift your presence. Machiavelli believed in power that was invisible but felt. He believed that real authority doesn't need to speak, because its silence carries weight. When someone disrespects you, they are testing whether you believe you deserve more. So Machiavelli's advice is simple. Don't prove yourself, redefine yourself, silently, strategically, without emotion. Imagine a court where a nobleman mocks a diplomat in front of others. The crowd watches. The insult hangs in the air. If the diplomat lashes out, he looks weak. If he stays quiet and embarrassed, he looks broken. But what if, the next day, the diplomat arranges an audience with the prince and leaves that nobleman out of the meeting? No words, no retaliation, just positioning. Machiavelli would say, you don't respond to disrespect by explaining yourself. You respond by moving in silence and letting your influence speak for you. The goal isn't revenge, it's realignment. You remind people not through emotion, but through quiet power that disrespect has consequences, even if those consequences are never spoken aloud. But that's just the beginning. Because Machiavelli also knew there are two kinds of disrespect. The casual, unintentional kind, born from carelessness or ignorance, and the deliberate kind, a calculated move to undermine your position. And if it's deliberate, if someone disrespects you in front of others with intention, Machiavelli's advice becomes colder. You make them regret it without ever touching them. He wrote, "Men must either be caressed or destroyed, not because destruction is fun, but because half measures invite more attack. If someone challenges your authority in public, ignore them once. The second time, remove access, limit communication, redirect opportunity away from them, not loudly, but effectively." The lesson: disrespect isn't punished by argument. It's punished by disempowerment. Let them realize over time that their words cost them something. Let silence stretch between you. Let them feel the space you used to fill. Now empty, because people often respect you only when they feel the absence of your presence. But perhaps the most Machiavellian move of all? Make yourself untouchable. So useful, so connected, so centered, that even those who dislike you have to respect you. Machiavelli believed that the foundation of respect wasn't morality. It was power and necessity. He wrote, "The best fortress which a prince can possess is the affection of his people." In today's world, that might mean becoming the best at what you do, building influence so your absence causes problems, Being so aligned with others' interests that even enemies are forced to work with you when people know they need you. They choose their words carefully. When people know you own your space, they avoid disrespect, not because they admire you, but because they can't afford the consequences. This doesn't mean becoming cruel. It doesn't mean revenge. It means remembering that respect is not requested. It's designed through actions, boundaries, choices, presence. So if someone disrespects you, pause. Don't speak. Don't plead. Don't react. Instead, let silence build weight. Then let your next move, your absence from a meeting, your name on a larger project, your growth in status, speak for itself. And when they realize what they lost, what they can no longer access, what no apology can undo, they will never forget it. Because the true Machiavellian response to disrespect isn't destruction. It's quiet, deliberate transformation into someone who makes disrespect unthinkable.